Good afternoon and good evening. Welcome to Ongaku to You, the podcast where three friends come together and break down what's new in the Japanese music industry. This is the podcast for the week of August 4th, 2018. I'm your host, Ken, and with me we have Luna
Good afternoon, evening, and morning, everyone.
and Gray.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa, indeed. How have we been? Let's start with you
Ohio.
today. Let's start with you today, Gray.
uh, been good. This week's been better than some of my other weeks. So, um, just hanging
Uh,
in there. Got a potential buyer Tuesday, so things are progressing. They're moving, so that's always a good feeling.
nice,
Uh,
nice,
yeah.
nice.
Other than that, there's nothing.
And you, Luna?
Just been a very busy week, a somewhat depressing week. So I had a lot of family emergencies this week, and it's been very depressing. So just been trying to get through the week. Luckily, work was so busy that it kept my mind off things. So, but yeah, not too much going on, just busy. How about you, Ken?
I've been okay. I took the day off a couple days ago because I had a PTO that I had to use. But besides that, nothing much. Work is work, and working on other things for the streaming side of our site. So, so been having fun with that. But yeah, besides that, let's go into what we've been listening to. Once again, let's start with you, Gray.
Uh, let's see. I have been almost entirely listening to LOL and a little bit of Inflow, and that's
So I was
pretty
gonna
much it.
say, did LOL become the new little Glee monster for you?
Just for a period, it's mostly one song. I just can't stop listening to it. It's called Boyfriend, and that song is wrecking my life right now because it's like I'll have other things I need to listen to. Like I've got Miwa's best of I'm trying to get through. I really need to listen to Bradio's Yes album again for reasons. And I can't tear myself away from LOL long enough to do the other things I need to do. So like I've listened a little bit to the Miwa album. It's okay. I'm not uber crazy about it, but I don't dislike it as a whole. Um, and yeah, it's mostly just LOL right now. It's like I don't know, I like their music. They're really talented. I'd never heard of them 2 weeks ago, but right now it's all I'm listening to.
And how about you, Luna?
I've been listening to a lot of different things this week. So I got some mail in. I got Miwa's best album, which I'm already a fan of her. So a lot of the songs I've already heard before, but it's always good listening from like the beginning of her career till now. And I will say I can't. It's hard to choose what my favorite song is. Change was the first song I ever heard by her, but I think Don't Cry Anymore is probably my favorite song, to be
That's a solid
honest.
song.
So I started listening to that this week because if you check out our Instagram, I posted the edition I got. I got the 2 CD plus Blu-ray T-shirt limited edition, and it is shaped like a vinyl, and it is really, really cool looking. So I've been listening to that. Also listening to some radio this week. I still need to listen to their Yes album as well. Um, I've been listening to Emi Maria, who is a Japanese R&B singer. I got her Contrast album in the mail, and it is an amazing album. I love it. I loved it so much. I ended up going on Amazon and buying her my A Ballad of My Own, and I bought Crossover mini album as well. So I'm really excited to hopefully get those in with the next month. I also started listening to Crystal K's new album, For You, and I really, really like it.
I
A
was
little
gonna
bit
ask
different style.
how was that album? I've been meaning to get that.
I like it. One of my favorite songs on it is Waiting for You. And I think the songs on the album are actually better than her singles and the promo for the album. Because I didn't really care for like She Was Today. It was okay, but I really like a lot of the other songs on there. I think it's a really decent album. It has a good mixture of, it has some good summer songs on there. I felt like her other album, Shine, was more wintry. This one feels more summery. So I am really enjoying it. And I got the edition with the DVD, and it has her concert for Shine. I'm really excited to dive into that. I haven't had a chance to, but I'm enjoying For You. Forever Young is also a really good song, and Talk to Me. I recommend people checking it out. I think it's really good. Trying to think what else. Then I had my iPod on shuffle this week and was just listening to random things in the car for a while on the way to work. So and I put my whole iPod on shuffle and it has 10,000 songs on it. So I really had no idea what I was gonna get.
Yeah.
I mean, I got like some anime music to some R&B music to some like metal. It was just really random, and I loved how random it was because I like to play guess what song this is or guess what artist this is because sometimes I'll be like, what do I really have on here? So I like Coda popped up, Kana Nishino popped up on there, and I'm like, oh my god, I love this song. It was We Don't Stop popped up, and I love that song. Such a fun song, so I was really excited. But that's about what I've been listening to this week.
Pretty depressing. I'm closing in on that too. About 10,000 songs.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Well,
when
about
you have that many,
9,000.
you're like, oh my god, I probably have more on my iTunes. I don't know because I couldn't even add half the ones on my iPod because I think mine's 60 gigabytes, and I have music videos on there as well. So I probably need to just get rid of my music videos at this point and do all music. But yeah, when you start closing in on that many, you're just like, do I really have that many songs? And then you go and look. I mean, between Ayumi Hamasaki, I probably have almost 1,000 songs. I mean, she took up, I think, 900 with all the remixes and instrumentals. So
In
a
your
little
beat
scary.
mix.
Yeah, I have all of them. I went crazy with my IU collection. I have remix singles, albums, the whole works. And a lot of other singers I buy. If I really like them, I'll buy the remix too. So, now what about you, Ken? What have you been listening to this week?
Just a lot of things on the Oricon actually. My Exiles CD came in, and that was a lovely surprise.
Ooh.
I haven't even touched it yet, mostly because I've been just so busy, so to speak, for the streaming stuff. But yeah, I'm looking forward to opening that and doing an unwrapping video for that too, because I kind of want to see what I got for the Blu-ray stuff.
Ooh.
And then dealing with just my usual juicy playlist at work. It's always good to, yeah. I don't. It's the playlist is not even called that, but it's just I've been calling that so many times now. I've gotten used to it. I've been listening to this band, by the way, called Cider Girls. They just became major, so I wouldn't put them on Indie Corner. But their album Soda Pop Fan Club just came out. I want to say about 2-3 months ago. I haven't gotten around to listening to it, but finally did. I really liked it, but if you guys are able to get it, I would highly recommend it. Their earlier indie stuff is really good. I kind of like what they did for their style for their major album, but a couple of their indie songs are much more to my taste, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
Mhm.
But yeah, with that, let's move on to the news. And there's a lot of idol news, so spoiler alert there. First and foremost, let's talk about NMB48. Their captain, Sayaka Yamamoto, announced her graduation. Honestly, I am not too surprised about this because she has been fairly distant with the 48 family, only appearing in the NMB single as of late, and Jamba Ja and Teacher Teacher. So basically only the single stuff. She didn't even appear in the Simbatsu. She was commentating, and usually when you're commentating, that means one thing: you're gonna GG within the next year. You're gonna graduate. So
Well, she waited
the
a
writing
month.
was on the wall for that. Yeah, not even. Yeah, there are some people that they graduate and then they wait, or they don't participate in the Simbatsu and they wait till like pretty close to the next Simbatsu and then they announce their graduation. I hate people when they do that. But yeah, she's been in the group for a good while now. She's been in it for at least 8 years, since 2010, and been with NMB since their debut. I personally, oh, I thought she already graduated.
Uh,
Like 2 or 3 years ago, because she has been non-existent within the group stuff. She's been doing a lot of solo stuff from what I've been seeing on magazines and CDs. So I wasn't really surprised about that. But yeah, I wish her the best of luck in all of her future endeavors.
I do too.
It's sad to see. It's sad to see such a big pillar in the 48 family leave, but it is what it is.
yeah, time marches on.
Mhm.
And did you want to talk about this next piece of news, Gray? It's the LOL news.
Oh, yes. I was like, no, it's sad and depressing. I can't do it. But yeah, I can do the LOL news. Uh, so, I don't know. It was announced, what, Tuesday? Wednesday
Yeah.
is our article. LOL will be releasing a second album. And if it makes everybody feel better, I found out when I saw it on our Twitter feed where we had posted the article. No one bothered to tell me, so I was at work and flipping out. So I was like, yes. But yeah, LOL is releasing their second album. I don't think it has a title yet, but it will
Yeah.
come out on Halloween of this year. So I'm excited about it. I'm really excited about it. Their Love and Smile single is amazing. Like all four songs on that thing are amazing. So I yeah, can't wait for this. It's exciting. So yeah.
So great. Are you gonna actually try and buy the physical copy of this? Because the physical copy of this seems fairly interesting. Because the DVD versions come with the music video and or live version.
Well,
Oh,
well now I
so they
have the
get two
music.
different
I do have
editions
the music
then.
video for
Yep.
Love and Smile. I've already have the music video for that, but it'll depend. It'll really depend on my financial situation come October 31st. I would love to say yes, but I don't want to make a commitment and
Should
then look at and not have the money.
sh- should doll out for the live at least. I think it's not too bad. I want to say, yeah, it's only $35.
I would probably do
That
the CD plus
includes the
music
live.
videos. But see, I would want to go back and get their CD and music videos for their first album
They're for
because I can only find the short version of Boyfriend online and it drives me mad. So I love that song. And I can't find Girlfriend at all, which is not as good of a song, but it's okay.
Girlfriends on their first album. So it was Fire, La Di Da Di, Spank, Bye Bye, Boyfriend, Girlfriend, Perfect Summer,
Yes.
and Shake Shake.
You left out Blue
The
Ocean.
Spank
How
and
dare
Shake
you? How dare you leave out
seems
Blue Ocean? That
kinda
song is
off.
awesome. I'm
Yeah,
I
I don't
feel really
have it, but I
passionate
think
about
that's
that.
cool that it comes with all those.
Oh my lord! Like, yeah, no, their first album is amazing. Um, and to be fair, the iTunes digital version of it is messed up because like if you buy it on iTunes, you only get like 3 songs. If you download it through Apple Music, you get the entire album minus the 14th song and whatever music video is attached to it. And you can't buy the 14th song through iTunes or the music video. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. So there's like two things you can't even look at the album for. And they the music video for Hanat Hanata or Hanatuta um that is a short film. Just as a heads up, it's all on YouTube, but it's 7 minutes long. So just be aware if you sit down and watch that. Like it takes them about 2 minutes to get to the singing, and then there's 2 minutes post singing. So you got a drama you have to watch.
It's
Interesting.
interesting.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, if you guys want to pre-order the CD, go to CD Japan. You can go on our site and click on that link over there too. What is the album called? The first one.
L
The
O
first one
L O L O L.
is yeah, LOLOL or
Huh.
LOL or
Huh.
LOLOL.
Yeah, it's LOLOL. So
Hmm. Okay.
it's like the
Let
name
me.
of the group, and then they added an extra O and L. And yeah,
Is the song "The Wave" the 14th song you're looking about?
The Wave is the first song. I'm fairly certain.
Hold on, I have the track listing pulled up.
Yeah,
The
I have it right here.
14th song is Bye Bye.
Okay.
Hikari is what it says on my phone.
Oh, that's
Gray, I
weird.
can
Like,
possibly get it. So I'll talk to you later about that, but I can possibly get it.
Okay. But no, the Wave is the first song, and that's actually just like a little like 30 minute, 30 not 30 minute, 30-second like little intro thing. There's
It's a 30-minute intro. An
there
entire drama before the single, the CD
uh
takes place.
yeah, there's 2 songs that on the album that don't have any lyrics attached to them. It's The Wave and Catch the Wave. So it's just
It's the interlude.
but they're both short songs. One's 30 seconds, the other's a minute. So it's not
I see.
it's not too bad.
Yeah. Continuing on from that, the band Vamps. If you guys ever heard of that band, they just announced their complete box set, which is like a gold. It's called the Complete Box Set Gold Edition, being released on the 28th of November. Currently, Vamps is the super band between Kazu and Hide. I forget the guitarist's name, but Vamps is a very interesting band. I've gone to multiple of their lives. I've been one here. I've been one in San Francisco. It's very, very interesting. But the gold box set will include gold disc editions of all of their albums. You can see that below, and include all their Blu-rays, which includes various concert lives along with their MTV Unplugged episode and their music videos, all their music videos for Blu-rays, which is really good. But it's like $300.
oh wow.
Yeah, and you can't get it anywhere
Yikes.
else except Universal Music's website as of right now. There's nothing on CD Japan, nothing, because they only have a
It's
certain
probably one of
amount, I
those very
guess.
exclusive ones.
Yeah, so, but yeah, Vamps is really good. I've seen them many of times. If you've heard of them, Luna,
Oh, I know who
I
they
think.
are actually.
I figured you would know, but it's great.
Oh yeah, I know who they are. I
I've heard
remember them
I've heard
early
of Vamps. I'm
on,
not
but I
familiar with
didn't
their work, but
listen
I've
to
heard of
them
them.
too much. I remember seeing a lot of promos for them though, and they always looked interesting. I don't remember which songs I heard. It's been a while since I listened to them.
I've listened to only their first two albums. I've kept up, but I haven't followed religiously, so to speak. So like a lot of their newer songs, it's kind of like phew, airplane over my head right now. But seems really good. I've told my friend who is like a major Vamps fan, like I've met this person because of Vamps, and
Oh
I've told
wow,
her about it, and she was going crazy about it. Yeah, like my two best friends in LA and San Fran. I've met them because of Vamps, because I went to that concert in Hawaii. So it's interesting.
they seem like they put on a really good tour or a good
Yeah, like
concert.
the one that they did in Hawaii, they didn't even do it in a concert hall. They did it on the USS Missouri. They did it on a ship.
That's
So
interesting.
so it's like really really funny because it's like 400 Japanese people and 100 Americans, and I just feel very like conscious because there's 400 Japanese people on the USS Missouri of all places.
Whoa.
So I'm like, I don't know if that's a good idea, not saying anything, but it's
Hmm.
like, hey, we're over a gravesite technicality. So, but that was always fun in my mind going through that. And I got their pick. I got the guitarist's pick during that concert. It was very interesting. But yeah, you guys can, if you guys are interested, reserve your copy at the Universal Music Store, the Japan site. So just be aware, it's like $320, give or take tax. So just be aware of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on. The vocalist Juju announces a new jazz album, which I'm very excited. I need to go to New York. Well, she's in Japan right now. Let me
I
go
was
to
like, I think
Japan.
she's in Japan right now, but
I would like to go to Blue Note. I've
Yeah,
always wanted to go there. They get some really good artists, and Juju is one of those that would be really cool to see live.
yeah. So this next jazz series that she has, it's called Delicious. So I guess it's like covers of other various jazz songs with her unique vocal styles. So her third edition of this series is going to be released on December 5th, with the songs going to be revealed at a later time. And apparently she has this like trend of having like the Peanuts characters. So you see like Charlie Brown and Snoopy
Mm-hmm.
on all the covers. I've never noticed that, but yeah, if you guys are interested and in Japan during mid-August, Juju will actually be returning to the Blue Note Tokyo for Juju Jazz Live 2018, starting at the 13th of August, running through the 23rd. And if you guys don't know, the Blue Note is a very famous jazz club chain. We have one here. I don't know if you guys have one in Missouri and or North Carolina.
No,
there's a
we
Blue
don't.
Note
We do
or
have a jazz club, but not Blue Note. I'm trying to think it's somewhere downtown, and I don't go downtown for various reasons where I live. I've heard it's really neat though. It's
uh
very small, very low key, but I've wanted to check it out.
we have a restaurant here called Blue Net, but I don't know if it's part of a chain or not.
Does it have a Blue Note?
It does,
Does it
and
say?
it's a it's a restaurant, and they specialize in New Orleans cuisine.
Hmm, not too sure. I would say Blue Note, probably Charlotte or something like that near you then, or Blue Note like for us because we have Blue Note Honolulu. So it's funny because it's not even in Honolulu. It's in Waikiki, the most touristy trap part of town. So I just find that pretty funny. But yeah, if you guys want to go see Juju live and listen to her dulcet jazz tones, try and go during that time and visit the Blue Note and say hi and tell Juju that Ken loves her very much. You don't need to add that last part, but it's
Well,
interesting
I
for
mean,
me.
if she comes to Blue Note Honolulu, you could tell her yourself.
Yes, I would be first in line. Trust me.
Oh, if she came here, I would too, but I doubt that will ever happen where I live. No one wants to come where I live.
I get the same feeling most days if it makes you feel better, Luna.
It's okay. No one comes here for concerts.
Yeah,
Oh, they come here for vacation. They don't do it for
of
concerts. They
course.
have to candidly go see people. But yeah, let's move on to our last piece of news. This just was revealed yesterday. So it's a good thing that we delayed the podcast because otherwise we would not have been able to record or report this news because it got
Yeah.
revealed at like 6 p.m. my time here, and usually we don't. We record the podcast much earlier than that. But the this year's Senbatsu winner, Jurina Matsui, will not be participating in the upcoming single. This is pretty much I was thinking what were they gonna do because of her hiatus, what they were gonna do, and this is probably the best case scenario.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, AKB announced that for their upcoming 53rd single, which is called Sentimental Train, I didn't even know that it was called that, but yeah, it's now called Sentimental Train, and being released on September 19th, uh, Matsui would not be involved in anything pertaining to the single, not any of the advertisements, not the music video or the song, but now Akari Suda, who was the second place runner up, will be acting as the center now. Which sucks because they have to retool the song and the dance sequence to add only the top members, maybe the top 15 or 14 now compared to the top 15. So I wonder if that's going to affect anything.
Yeah. I don't know. It's crazy what's going on. Just because
Hmm.
initially when she went on hiatus, like the way that I'm understanding the news, they thought like she'd be able to recover in time for the Sentimental Train um single, but she's apparently much sicker than they initially thought, and they have no idea how long she's going to be out. So it's really crazy what's going on.
Yeah, I really want to say something, but I don't. And I don't know if this is true or not, but I kind of just I'll hold my tongue for this. But there's been certain rumors going around that in my case I can understand why they did so. I'll talk to you off air about this, Greg, because I think it'll break your poor heart if I were to announce it on the air.
Uh-oh.
Uh
Oh
oh.
no.
Now you're making me
Yeah,
dread the
there's
end of the
a
episode.
Yeah, there's it says honestly, as soon as I heard the news that she was taking a break, I was like, oh, it must be because of this because they social media silenced her on everything, and that's not what they usually do. And I've followed 48 and Akimoto's setup for quite a while. If it's just a mediocre like injury or sickness, they would not be shutting down her social media. They wouldn't be doing that. So
Well,
that's
that's
why
true.
rumors have been going off the hook right now of what's been going on. All the tabloids have been very interesting to read, so to speak.
Uh, do you think this could be some sort of publicity stunt?
No, they wouldn't do that. They're
Oh,
not that ballsy to do that. I trust me, I know they're not that ballsy to do such a stunt like this because not only that, they cost. How much did Jurina win by? Like at least at least 100,000 people. That's 100,000 people that you could piss off currently just to be like for a publicity stunt like this. They wouldn't have the balls to try and do that. So, and then, yeah, she won by like at least at least close to 40,000 people. So that's the 40,000 gap. That's enough to piss off a lot of people
Yeah.
to the point to boycott 48 altogether.
That's true.
So, I mean, it would be an elaborate publicity stunt, but if that's the case, then why not like have her social media stuff also? Because the fact that she's like straight out radio silence like astonishes me, and that's why it kind of gets to me of what I think might be happening, but they just don't want to say anything, and that's why the radio silence is happening. But
I see.
yeah, we can possibly talk about this off the air because
Yeah.
I don't want to spread rumors. This is not a rumor podcast. This is a straight up news podcast.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't
No,
like to
I
explore
totally
rumors.
agree with that. So yeah, we'll talk off air.
Yeah. But yeah, we are gonna switch up things because apparently a lot of our indie corner stuff is actually really popular. So we're gonna move that up quite a smidge to right after the news now. So if you guys don't mind that. So this week's indie corner is a band called Flu. It is a
Shoot.
three-member pop band formed in 2014. What I really like about them is they are considered a short pop rock band, and all their songs are only a minute or two long. But their goal is to impact the listener so much that even though that they give such a short time through their songs, that they can entice the listener to continue more, which is really good because their songs "Secret Ne Sarareto" is really good. And when I heard that song for the first time, I was like, wow, this grabs me by the cojones, so to speak, and want me to listen to a lot more. Because I ended up really liking the song.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
I checked out the video that you have, and I'll say when I read pop rock, I have in my mind a particular sound, and when I clicked on the music video, that wasn't the sound that they had. So it took me a second to adjust to it, but it is certainly interesting, and it's different. It's different than what I was expecting, and I will say they're really worth checking out because they're not going to be quite what you expect.
I agree. I was taken by surprise, and I liked the video. It was a lot of fun, and it's very memorable. Also, like Grace said, with the sound, you really don't expect that. I like the use of their instruments. I like the use of their how they did their vocals as well, and they really do leave an impact on you having a shorter song like that and music because you really want to hear more after you hear that one. You're like, this is really different. I'm curious what else they're going to do now.
yeah. Plus, every single time I watch the music video for "Secret Ni Sarareto," I almost have a heart attack when he spins that guitar around.
I can believe that.
It
Mm-hmm.
like does a 360 guitar like rope spin, and it like gives me a heart attack every single time I see that. But don't be surprised if you guys look through the music video and then look at their later stuff, because originally they had a male bassist all the way up until last year, replacing them with a female bassist, and they all have nicknames, which is really strange because her nickname is Martin Kamiyama, of all things. But if you guys go through and listen to their older stuff, they have one single EP and one album featuring the male bassist, and their new album, self-entitled Flu, was released this past April with the female bassist. You can check up our site to check their Twitter and their website. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more stuff by them.
Oh yeah, they're definitely.
I am
keeping
too.
your radar.
So if you guys like the style of our new shakeup for Indie Corner, just let us know, because we've been noticing a lot more that our Indie Corner stuff does really take off with you guys on our site. So we want to introduce that, and that's the premise of our show. We want to introduce new music to you guys too. Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Yes.
But yeah, with that, let's go into the Oricon, which is always fun because just spoiler here, Arashi like tanked everyone.
Eh,
Oh
even
yeah,
funny.
that's
yeah.
we knew that was gonna happen.
Arashi just tanked everyone.
Yeah, I'm
But
not surprised.
did we have numbers for Arashi last week? Did we make a bet or anything?
Yes, we
No.
did, and I'm pretty sure I lost.
I think
Did we?
Gray. I think you're the closest. You and
I
closest.
think so too.
Oh yeah, we did bet. I wrote down the numbers, and I don't have my journal next to me. That
You're
states it.
you're
I think I said
500,000. So I
500,000.
think you won.
I
Hey.
said like 900,000, so
All
I know
right.
I'm way off.
All right, now pay up, losers.
Uh, you'll be getting your pay fairly soon. I need to pack everything, but but yeah. With that, let's start with number 10, Natsuga Kuru by Tube, and of course, Kev.
I was gonna say,
I
I didn't
liked
realize
it.
Tube still did music. I
Yeah, I
haven't heard
liked
them
it.
in a while.
I've never heard of
But
them.
of course, because they're under Sony, you can't find anything.
Yeah, I tried. Thank you, Sony. I hope you're listening because I really wanted to hear it, and I can't hear it because you don't have anything on YouTube in my country.
Yeah. The preview on Oricon is very nice, and it's been 2 years since they released a single, so that explains why the lovely hiatus.
Let's see. Oh, I'd never checked if they were on Apple Music, but they might be on there.
And that could be because of Sony.
Yeah, Sony is not consistent with the groups that they put up.
Mm.
So,
But they have like a good majority, if I'm remembering.
yeah, they do have a large presence. I'm thinking no, because the only thing that pops up is the 80s band.
They are
The
from
two.
the 80s. But, well, Tube is from the 80s in Japan, but it's probably a different Tube.
Yeah, well, there's an American rock band from the 80s called the Tubes.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I like the beat. It's good to see Tube back because, like I said, they went on a lovely 2-year hiatus for a bit. But the only time you'll be able to hear anything by it is to either buy the song via Amazon Japan or just be content with the lovely little 30-second trailer that
Or you
Oricon
could
has,
buy it on
because
CD Japan.
or buy it on CD Japan if you want instant gratification though.
Yes.
Mostly because Sony is being Sony, can't do anything about that.
That's why I buy a lot of their artist stuff, because if I really, really want the album music videos, I buy it. Like Miwa is under Sony. Kananishi is under Sony. So I have a lot of Sony products. So if I want it, I buy it because that's the only way I can actually check it out. Plus, I like to support a lot of the, if they're a top artist, I will buy it no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, that's. I kind of don't like how Sony does their international market, but it is what it is.
I don't like it either. I feel like it does hurt a lot of the artists, and it also, hurts some of the fans internationally. So, I mean, in a way, I understand their business, but at the same time, I don't agree with it.
Well,
especially studying international business myself. I could think of a little bit better way to promote it and,
Yeah.
you know, get the
Well,
music out there than what they do. But that's just how I see it.
well, and
Coming
here's
from, I'm looking from American perspective versus, you look in the Japanese perspective, it could also be a little different. So,
well, and here's the thing that gets me about the whole thing is you look at like Johnny's and stuff like that that are Japanese, and it's like, well, I can understand why you guys are a little cagey about an international market. However, Sony is an international company and an international brand. They're global. They're all over the world. It makes zero sense for them to do the stuff that they do, and they do it anyway. So I'm like, uh, because I mean, yeah, it helps drive CD sales. I will give it that. But if there's
I
no
feel like it
promotion in a foreign market, that foreign market's not going to be interested in your product. So
I also
it's
feel like it
self-defeating.
doesn't always drive CD sales, only when it's like a super, super big mainstream artist it does. But with a lot
Yeah.
of the other smaller artists they've signed, a lot of them haven't gotten to see much of a career because you couldn't watch their videos. I will say Jasmine is one I was a huge fan of, and Sony didn't, you couldn't watch her here. Only the reason I found her was I found some of her indie stuff and I really liked her. And then Sony took all her videos down at one time and I couldn't watch anything. So if I wouldn't have heard some of her lives, I probably wouldn't have bought anything by her. But I feel like that really hindered her as an artist because no international fans could actually watch her stuff, see her music. And if it weren't for me being able to see maybe like one of her songs or even checking her out on SoundCloud, I probably wouldn't have purchased anything. And unfortunately, Sony did drop her later on because of her CD sales. Well, why? Because you couldn't check out any of those songs for her best album. She had 3D music videos. You couldn't watch any of them. That disappointed me the most. I still bought the album, but it didn't come with any of the videos. It just came with a remix CD. And that kind of also made me mad at Sony, but I bought it to support her as an artist. But I feel like it really hinders so many artists just starting out and with how they target it. I feel like they should make it available in more countries. I think,
It,
or do what Avex does, put promo videos of maybe like like 2 minute mark, like they do with
yeah.
Coda and IU, and that way it gets you interested and you want to buy the CD.
Yeah,
So
and have it
that's my
readily
perspective.
available in foreign markets because like a lot of AVEX stuff is also on Apple Music. So like if you have like a 2.5 minute music video and you really really like the song, you can go, okay, well let me go to iTunes and let me see if they're on the iTunes store. More often than not, they are. And it's usually day and date too. The day it comes out in Japan, it's available here. So you have
Yeah.
that immediate accessibility. But like I said, with Sony, sometimes it's early. Like we got the new Scandal album early. We got 2 days before Japan did for whatever reason. Sometimes it's 3 weeks late. Sometimes it's a year and a half late. Sometimes we don't get it at all. It's like it's so inconsistent. And I get that they tend to favor the more popular bands because they're popular, and so yeah, there's a market for that. They're tied to an anime, so they're going to get special treatment because that's how a lot of
Hmm.
Western audiences learn about various bands. It's like, oh well, they were featured in this anime. Case in point, I had never heard of Bradio. I watched Death Parade. That's how I learned about Bradio. So it you have that discoverability, but there are a lot of artists under Sony they don't do anime. So like how do they grow a market outside Japan? You can't, and so it's infuriating. And then you have really popular groups like Little Glee Monsters, and I don't know what you people are doing with them, but you need to stop because not all their music videos are still up on YouTube. None of their music videos are on Apple Music. And one of their albums is still missing off of Apple Music, and they're really, really popular. What are you doing, Sony, besides leaving money on the table?
So sorry we went on our Sony rant. It just kind of came up whenever Sony has something on the Oricon chart.
Yeah. This will probably be the last one for a long time because I think we've said about everything that can be said about
We've said a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it is what it is with Sony, unfortunately. At the cost of Tube. But yeah,
Yep.
Tube sold a wonderful 11,931 copies. So, going on up to Heading to Over by Old Kodaks. And the only reason why this song is even on here, it is because it's the opening theme for the third season.
Of
I
Free.
think it's the third season.
Yep. Yeah.
Of Free.
Which I did not know Free was popular enough to get 3 seasons, but apparently people like their topless dudes swimming. So, hooray!
I was gonna say, you know their clientele that they're aiming for, right, Gray?
Oh, I know exactly I know the group. I know the fan base that show is aimed at, and how fanatical that fan base can get. I'm not trying to throw shade at any fan base, but sometimes, as much as I love anime, some people scare me. So yeah, no, I get it. It's just still, I didn't think Free was popular enough to warrant 3 seasons, but season 3, the guys are back and they're rippling abs. So
cheese grating, man. But yeah, the song was really good. I liked it.
it actually
it
is
had
really
the visual
good
style. So
well, it surprised me because when I listened to it, I'm like, I don't know what I was expecting, but what I got was, I was like, I don't picture this song being in front of a free series. Like, I don't know, it wasn't different. I imagine like Free would have like a uber poppy song, and this is really rock. So
I didn't expect it either, the type of style, which I really liked the song, and it was a very edgy song and didn't seem, what I expected it would be. I thought it would be a very poppy, cutesy song.
Yeah, and it's not that at all.
No.
they're trying to be edgy for the third season.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you could probably use those dudes' abs as like a cutting board or something. So, because just how ripped they are. I'm like, I remember being in high school. I remember the dudes on the swim team. They were not that cut. So.
But yeah, heading to over sold a wonderful 13,646 copies.
When you said heading to over, when you were repeating the title of the song, I thought you were flubbing up heading on to number 8. So I was confused there for a second. I was like, oh, what?
I wish we could just skip over number 8.
Yeah.
But I have to be fair. Okay, so Idolmaster, the Million Theater Generation 10. It is Senko Hanabi Dan, or Firework Squad. I guess that's what it translates to.
I have Flash Group.
That sounds. I'm not gonna get on that, but yeah, that sounds interesting. Thank you, Google. Thank you. It's Idolmaster. I mean, that's all you can get. It's it's part of the
theater generation.
It's part the Air generation.
Oh.
Bring that back.
Oh yeah. No, we shouldn't retire it just because we know what it is now. We should just keep it.
The Adder generation.
The Adder.
Yeah,
that way if we pick up new
right.
listeners and we talk about it, they're going to look at us like, what's wrong with these people?
It's really weird because there's only two songs on actual songs on this CD because the rest is like all like radio dramas. So they have the I guess because they're going through Hanabi festivals. It's interesting. So it's not even like a CD. It's more like a radio drama halfway through. So I don't know. I don't know. But it sold 15,883 copies. And now going on up to number 7. It is "Call Me" by Boyfriend.
So I like this. It had a very summery type. It was a very summery song. I think that's why I really liked it. And I thought the video was really cute. It made me want to go swimming.
It
When I
makes
saw the
you want
pool
to
in
go
there, I'm like,
swimming.
oh my god,
I
I
will
want to
give it
go
that.
swimming. It's so hot out today.
Or
And the room I'm sitting in is like, I'm sweating. It's so freaking hot. There's like no circulation in here. It's awful. So
it also
I'm like, I want to
might,
go in that pool.
depending on the kind of person you are, it might make you want to do VR in boxer briefs and a t-shirt.
Yes.
Because that was the one part of the music video that really threw me. I'm like, why are you not wearing pants, man? Why are you not wearing pants? I'm like, they don't have to be long pants. They can be shorts,
Jesus.
but you're in boxer briefs, man. Put something on.
This is like they have 9 versions of this song,
Real? Well,
or 9 editions.
oh,
I'm not surprised, probably with different photo cards or different songs.
Yeah, it has all the same people, but it's like specifically, oh, if you want this guy on the cover and only this
Yeah.
guy.
Yep, they got looks
Yep.
like 3 group ones, and then one's individually for each member. So
I'll
I'm
just
not
take the one
surprised.
without them and just the phones. I'm a really corded phone person.
well, who uses a corded telephone nowadays?
My work does.
Well, everybody could say that about their
Mm.
work.
Yeah, say my work does too.
At Keller Williams, we still have a corded telephone, but like in the house, like trying to hit up a girl, it's like, yeah, call me on my corded phone. That's sexy. You like how it's attached to the
Hey
wall.
man, hey man, don't be judging.
That's all I know how to do,
Maybe
man.
people want that kind of strangulation weapon in their house.
Well, yeah, because if they get tired of their significant other, you have a way out.
You have a certain way out. But yeah,
I will say I was listening to a
it's so
comedian and he said like the only thing about cell phones is like hanging up on people isn't as satisfying, and I will give him that. Like slamming the phone down on somebody is a really good feeling.
I mean, you could just slam your cell phone down and just end the call right after.
And buy a new phone. No, I'm good.
This is why you have case, man.
I got a case.
But yeah, "Call Me So They Lovely," 16,958 copies.
Not bad.
Now
Uh,
going on up to number 6. Oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Okay, number 6. It is "Baretoski Totayo," The Legend of Versailles. Versailles.
I think it's supposed to be the Legend
I
of
think that's
Versailles. I think.
Legend of Versailles.
I mean, it
Okay.
had if you watch the
By
music video, it has a European feel to it.
yeah, by Takamiya, and he's been in the music industry for a while. And I love the little talk that we had earlier because
Yeah, I didn't know it
thought
was a dude.
this dude was a girl.
I had no idea that was a guy. I thought it was a woman. Just the vocals sounded kind of like older female, but female-ish nonetheless. and
I kind of knew it
he
was
looks
a
like a
guy.
female in the.
I kind of figured he was a cross-dresser a little bit, just because back then they did have a lot of that, and I thought of Versailles, of course.
Yeah.
But it was very interesting. It definitely wasn't my thing.
He has a really
I
cool
mean, his
guitar in the middle of
costume
it.
and makeup was amazing, but
Oh, yeah,
vocal style-wise, it wasn't my thing.
Yeah.
He has a
Personally,
really cool guitar.
I didn't
in the
like
middle of
it either. So
No. I will say I'm a little surprised it sold as much as it did, but it's a Universal back guy, so I guess he's got a fair amount of power. But yeah, I was like, it was okay. It was different. If anything, it's different. It stands out this week as being different. No other song is quite like it.
but yeah, it's it sold a wonderful 18,412 copies. And moving on to number 5, it is Bouddhas by Porno Graffiti. I like the song. It wasn't
I
too
did
bad.
too. I did too.
And it's the reason why it's selling so well, I believe it's because it's part of the new Pokemon movie that is coming out right now.
It is the ending.
Oh yeah.
The ending. Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah, I really like it. I really do like Porno Graffiti's work. So.
Yeah. I don't know if the English translation is supposed to be bless or breath. Like I have seen both, so I do not know what they were going for.
Probably breath.
Yeah, well, like the YouTube video I found said breath, but like Google translates as bless. So I'm like,
Sometimes I don't really trust Google Translate.
I never trusted.
I mean,
but you know, it
what was
ballparks
it for
decently sometimes.
for Idolmaster, the flashing unit or what?
It is a flash group.
So cool.
I mean, to be fair,
Thanks,
Hanabi's
Google.
flash. Hanabis do flash. That is a thing that they do.
But I immediately think of the other type of flashing. And I don't want that in my mind as I'm going to another place.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just ruined by DC Comics, but anytime I see the word Flash, I just think of the superhero. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay, but yeah. Breath, I guess that's how we'll just translate it for now. Yeah, it sold very well at 20,284 copies. Have to preference that because the next song sold only 20 more.
Wow. Yeah. Literally.
Wow. Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep. That's tight right there.
Yeah, and going on up to number 4, it's Gyako. I believe that's how you pronounce it, by Maya Sakamoto. I really like the song, honestly.
I do too.
I wish I could have found a
Maya
longer version of
Sakamoto.
that song.
So I was so happy to hear this song, and it is beautiful. It's really good. It's really good. I'm hoping for a new album from her. I want a new album from her so bad. She hasn't done one since 2014.
Really?
Apparently, this song was used in the game Fate Grand Order Arcade.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you type in her name on YouTube, and a lot of Fate stuff popped up. So I kind of got the feeling like she's been working with the Fate series for a while.
Yeah, I actually like the B-side song a lot. It's like Soda Shido, I think. That's how you pronounce it. It's really good. It's probably one of my favorite songs on the album, on the single. So, but yeah, it sold a lovely 20,304 copies, 20 more than number 5. So, not too bad. And then
Not too bad at all.
we get to bonkers numbers from the top 3.
Mm-hmm.
So, going on to number 3, it is R by Rosalia. Don't excuse me on how I pronounce it. That's how the band pronounces it. So, and Rosalia is one of the bands in Bad Dream. So I am very happy. They beat Poppin' Party, which was number 4 a couple weeks ago.
I know. I prefer poppin' parties.
I'm
So.
rubbing that in right now.
I know. I feel it. The burn.
The burn. But yeah, this is the first single with their new bass player. I think her name is Yuki Nakashima, which is really funny because she kind of cheated. She's been on the Oricon twice within the last 2 weeks, or 2 consecutive weeks, because she also voices a character in Idolmaster that was the number 5 song last week. And now she's at number 3 for this week.
Oh, wow.
So I kind of found that funny. So they included R, which is the brand new song that they've been hyping up for like forever. And they did remaster versions of Black Shout and Neo Aspect. Black Shout is their first single that they came out with, and Neo Aspect was the first song on their album Anfang. I think that's how you pronounce it. They use like a lot of German words for their titles, which is really weird.
Well, they seem to be
yeah, the
inspired
remastered
by like a German metal.
Aristocrat.
Yeah.
So it's really nice. Yeah. So the remasters was pretty for the bass player to kind of just get familiar with the songs. So it's very nice. Hopefully, I'm waiting for their 7th single. Will probably happen before November. Yeah. And it sold a lovely 32,240 copy.
It's not bad. It was a good song. I really liked it.
I only heard the first 2 minutes of it, and then my my internet kept kicking out, so I never quite got around to the last little bit of it.
I actually would like to hear more from Rosalia because I like the song, so it was a different style.
Traitor.
What?
You can't take his
How am I a
side.
traitor?
You can't take his side. You gotta like
I
Poppin'
don't
Party,
think she'll like
not
Poppin'
Rosalia.
Party.
You can't take sides like
I
I
that.
don't think
this
she'll like
one,
Poppin'
though.
Party style.
I might go back and listen to Poppin' Party now. We'll see. But I really liked
We'll
R.
see. Yeah.
No,
I really like Aina Aiba's singing style, the main singer for this. So she has a very when she sings as Yukina, which is the lead singer for the band. I really like the style that she sings in. So
Mm-hmm. I think that's why I liked her style for this. So
to be technicality, I really do like Afterglow also because the main singer is Ochako from My Hero Academia.
oh,
yeah.
I love My Hero. I just finished season 2, but we shouldn't get into it because it'll be a long conversation.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, we're kind of pressed on time for a bit.
Yeah.
you need to get on season
But
3,
yeah.
and then you can have a real conversation. Some dark stuff happens in season 3. Is
But
all
yeah.
I'm going to say.
Like, I'm gonna go on a little bit for tangent for here, but I bought the regular CD edition, but my friend is currently in Japan, going for interviews, and he got me the Blu-ray edition, so I can't wait to watch that. And their photo book, Air, is also gonna be available during that time that he's there. So I'm like, I really want the photo book. I can't wait. Like, man, this game took over my life really badly. But yeah, let's go on to number 2 because number 2 doubled what number 3 made, and it is Road by Toho Shinki, but I can't call them that because they're not Toho Shinki in my mind. They're Toho and or Shinki because they're only half of what they are.
Yeah. Actually, less than half because they're originally 5 members.
Yeah, so I can't deal with that.
It's just is it Yunho and Changmin are the last 2 members who are in it.
Yeah, I believe it's Yunho and Chungmin.
Yeah.
So personally, I did not like the song. Like it's like my bottom of the list, honestly.
I agree. I understand why it sold as much as it did, but I wasn't too big of a fan of this song either.
I liked it. I mean, it was a little bit on the generic side. I'm not going to go out and buy the single by any means, but I didn't think it was terrible. It was much better than some of the other stuff on this list that we've talked about today. But I mean, yeah,
I don't know,
generic.
man. Like for me personally, because their so-called return hasn't been hitting the mark for me. Because Reboot wasn't good in my mind either, which was their single last time.
I don't
Yeah,
remember
I agree
their
with you
last
on
single,
that.
so.
I like their older stuff. I love Neurotic. I like T. But this is just, I feel like it's just not the same with the rest of the members for me.
Yeah.
I mean, they're great singers and that, but a lot of their newer stuff just hasn't really hit anything for me either.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it sold 86,458 copies, so quite a bit. I mean, still to garner the fans, but like personally for me, this like their revival, so to speak, hasn't been hitting the mark.
Well, it's also hard to have a solid revival with two members out of a five member group, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, going on up to number 1 is my boys Arashi with Natsu Hayate. What's the Google translation for that? Summer rains
Storm.
or something like that? Summer storm. Summer storms. Yeah. And I liked it. It means it's typical Johnny's. If you like Johnny's, you'll like the song.
Well,
I really liked it.
Personally, I like to find the answer a lot more.
For me, I really like the song, but I was a little surprised by it because when I think of like something like Summer Storm or what, like I think of like a dark song. The song is not dark. It's pretty.
No, it's a very upbeat song.
Yeah, it's very upbeat.
It's Arashi, man.
Well, I get that, but it's called Summer Storm, like, or yeah, like it's just
Summer
like
Rains, but it was a fun song. It was really fun.
Yeah.
It was a very good summer song. Like, it was a perfect song for summer.
Yep. Yeah, and the reason why they chose a summer song is because this song is being used for the Koshien, so the big baseball tournament.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, baseball, but yeah, I can definitely see how it fits.
High school summer, yeah.
I can see how this is a perfect song to fit that.
Yeah. Personally, I Find the Answer a lot more better than this song because this song is a very mellow song, so.
It is. I mean, Find the Answer was also really, really good. I haven't heard like a ton from Arashi, so what I've heard I really like, but Find the Answer was really, really good, and I still have it on my iPod. So
I still need to check out the B song. I only heard the A.
But which one? Midsummer Night Love or Sparkle? Because Midsummer Night Love was alright.
No, I've only heard the first song.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah. And of course, this took the week because it's Arashi. And it sold a whopping 470 copies. Oh, I remember what our bet was. It wasn't for Arashi. It was for Keyakizaka.
Oh, yeah, it was. So we still gotta wait.
Was it?
Next
I don't
week.
know. I'll find. I'll
In
find.
2 weeks. In 2 weeks.
I always write this stuff down. So hold on. As soon as I find it, I'll post it on Instagram. I'll take a picture of it.
No, no. I specifically remember it's Keyakizaka because we were talking about the new single last week.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, with that, that's pretty much it for the Oricon. Is there any news that we want to bring up as the podcast?
Yeah. Next week we will be doing our radio episode. We do have something in the wind that we wanted to do for the episode in time for the episode. However, at the end of the day, it's not looking like it's going to be ready. But I don't want to
Well,
push back
it
the episode
depends.
anymore.
It depends
Yeah.
because I just sent it now. Let's just say
Okay.
this much.
Okay.
So that matters if
Yeah.
our correspondent can get it or not.
Yeah. So we'll see how. And I mean, to be fair, they could just say no, anyways. But I'm just saying. So, anyways, we're working on something for that. But like I said, personally, I'm tired of kicking the can down the road a little bit. I think you guys have been patient enough, and I think it's time we go ahead and just pull the trigger on it. So next week we'll be doing our radio spotlight. So just be on the lookout for that. Be excited. I know I am. I'm really looking forward to it. It'll be radio from the first minute of the episode to the last minute of the episode. So prepare to get funky.
Before, I know we just announced it for next week, but depending on my family situation, I might not be able to do it.
And that's fair.
So, as a podcast, I just want to say, I was actually really excited about it, but depending on my family situation that's going on right now, we'll see. But just so you know, I love radio, and there's so many great songs, and I will post my at least top 5.
Oh,
So,
we'll get your
be a hard
information,
choice.
and we will definitely not exclude you from the episode. So. And
yeah, it'll.
Yeah.
I could always say my thoughts on the next podcast, especially since this is kind of my first exposure to them in the month of July, checking out a completely new band and a completely new style from what I usually listen to. So.
Oh yeah, they're different. They are a much different beast, but I am excited.
We can talk more about this off air about what if you aren't able to do it, what we can do just in case.
Yeah.
Yes. So, but stay tuned for radio, and we have our other next artist picked out that we'll announce after the radio podcast, possibly.
Yes.
I'm very excited for that one. Very excited for that.
I am too, because it's going to be a similar boat that Luna was in for radio. I'll be in for this artist. It's somebody that I'm really interested in. I really want to listen to more of their music. Haven't had much of an opportunity. This will be the perfect chance for me to do that. And I'm really excited about this person too. Really can't wait to share who it's going to be. And it's going to be a blast. We are really excited about it. So please stay tuned for that.
Yeah, I'm very excited about the next couple of weeks for the podcast, and I think after the radio podcast, we will be announcing something finally that we've wanted to do for a while, but we'll talk about that. And I guess after the radio podcast, I have a personal announcement that I'll probably be doing too.
Yeah.
So stick tuned to that. I've been waiting to announce that for a while, but we'll get to it when we get down that road. So let's just say I'm very excited for the future of the podcast and for the site. If you guys haven't checked out our site, ongakutoyu.com, we had our biggest numbers in a long time for the site ever, and I want to thank you guys, the fans who've been listening, and you guys, Gray and Luna, for help supporting the site for the most part, because
Yeah. Well, if I
I'd
had
be
more
going
free time,
crazy.
I'd put more time into the site. But we're always grateful for the effort you put into it, and I will. I've said it before, but I'll reiterate it. The site wouldn't be a fraction of what it was if it wasn't for you. So we always want to take time to thank you for the hard
We
work you put
appreciate
into
it
that.
because the site looks amazing thanks to you, Ken. Hopefully we'll contribute more in the future. Look forward to more reviews from me. I will post a set of CDs that I want to review, and I want to have you guys vote on them. I will put them on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Hopefully I will get that this week. I'm going to try to do that today. It's just I got to pull out all my 2018 CDs, and I have a lot of releases I bought so far. So look forward to that.
But yeah, if anything, you can follow us on
Oh,
Instagram and Twitter at ongaku to you. Oh, go
um,
right ahead.
there's a bit of news me and Luna completely forgot about that we do need to bring up. So
Oh,
sorry for the lateness of this news. I don't think we posted it on the website yet, but I shared this with you guys a day or two ago. Daichi Miura does have a new music video, where he
oh,
has,
that.
yeah, yeah. I'm on Arama and I see the Daichi thing and it suddenly occurred to me. I was like, we didn't talk about this today at all. That's a huge oversight for us, so we need to fix that real quick.
Well,
Um,
we did post about the new single release. We just didn't post it that the video's out for it yet.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and
The
The music video is out. It's called "By Myself." I, to be fair, I don't know. Luna, you've seen it, right?
I watched the live performance of it, so I didn't watch
Yeah,
the actual video, but there's live performances out, and there are full performances out. I like the song, so I will say this: if you like Q-Tie, you will like the song. It is kind of like a little bit like some of the songs off the album Q-Tie, which I personally liked. I feel like he's trying a different style, and his
yeah,
dance moves are amazing. I need to watch the actual video, but I love watching live performances of artists because then you can see how they do, live. You can see their vocal abilities and dancing skills. He's amazing live.
oh yeah.
Just saying.
I can imagine.
So I really like the live performance, and I like the song. I think it's a really good R&B song. So
I've not checked it out yet. I will do so once off the air, but at the time of recording, I've not had the opportunity to check this out. But like I said, it would be a missed opportunity to not talk about this. So we do want to pimp him out a little bit. So go check out Daichi's new song. It'll. I'm certain it's great. So sorry to mess up the ending. You can proceed, Ken.
okay, but yeah, with that, check us out on ongaku to you for Twitter and Instagram. All one word. You can check out our Facebook group at facebook.com/group/ongaku to you. You can check out our site, ongakutoyou.com, for all your news and indie needs for that matter. And you can check out our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/ongaku to you, where I'm streaming Yakuza 0 currently, and you can check that out also. And also check out our affiliate, Koryu Hunter. He is a Japanese Twitch streamer. He is currently going through Silent Hills once again as a horror Twitch streamer now at
Yeah,
twitch.tv/Koryu Hunter, KYURYOHUNTER.
yeah.
So,
He was talking on his podcast because he has a podcast called Podosaurus. It's a gaming podcast. Our own Ken is on there. and they do twice a month they do a recording. It's pretty entertaining. So if you guys listen to the show and you're not checking that out, I do recommend going over there, checking it out, hearing one of us talk about video games is always fun. So definitely
Yeah,
check that
just
out too.
hearing me ramble on is always
Hey,
good.
I really, really liked the last episode. Maybe because I know you two and I don't know Timber, so or Timber Taft. So Timber Taft, if you're listening, it's nothing personal since I don't know you. But so like just hearing my two friends just talk about video games, I thought that was immensely entertaining. So I enjoyed it a lot, and I listened to it yesterday on my way to the movie theaters because I'm like, well, I'm a 30-year-old man, so what am I going to go do? I'm going to go watch Teen Titans Go by myself.
Hey, it's
And
the #1 movie in America, so no knock.
hey, it's really good. It's really, really good. This is coming from a guy that has not watched the show at all, but I went and watched the
Oh,
movie.
I loved the show growing up. Not Teen Titans Go, but Teen Titans. I
Yeah.
remember watching it shows like younger, and I loved it.
Well, there's a teaser in that will appeal to you, Luna. So you might want to check out the
Yep.
movie. Uh, but yeah, I do recommend it. But yeah, on my way into the theater and on the way out, I was listening to you, the Potosaurus. So check that out too. That would be one thing I'll say.
But yeah, if anything, you can follow me personally on Twitter at OTYKen1. You can check out when my streams are, or just listen to me complain about Bang Dream. But yeah, you can follow me on that, listening to what I listen to and when my streams are going up. And great, did you want to plug in your Twitter also?
Yes. Yeah, and if you want to follow me on Twitter, I am Ongaku Gray, all one word. I mostly tweet about what I'm listening to. Every once in a blue moon, I will give an opinion, but just ignore the utter lie. That is the last tweet that I put out because I was like, I won't be on this week's episode, and then everything fell through the cracks, and so we wound up pushing it a day. So it wound up I could be on here. So it all pans out. So
Yeah. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for listening to this week's episode of Ongaku to You. Prepare for our radio episode next week. I'm very excited about that. And you guys take care and have a great day. Mahalo.
Everyone have a great day. This is Luna signing off.
and this is Gray. You guys have a good week, okay?